Okay, here's Zanac Area 3. Quick tip there, anytime you see a happy little guy moving up the screen, a blue guy like that, you can shoot him to turn him red to keep him from moving away from you. It's worth a 1-up, you don't want to miss it. Now, that crate that just went by on the left, that was a special item, that was a fairy. If I would have collected that, I would have gotten a free ticket past the boss here. It would have immediately destroyed it without me having to actually fight it. Obviously, since we're in the point-pressing business, I chose not to do that. Unfortunately, the system of Zanac has decided not to give me anything really interesting to shoot at during this battle. The bullets are worth some points, but nothing terribly interesting. So, it's good practice. Can you shoot all 5 of the dots? Again, these dots can only be killed by special weapons, and if you have weapon 0, you have to have it all the way powered up. You notice those little circular things that just appeared? Those are enemy erasers. They come whenever you shoot statues. They're very important because they can get you out of a jam in certain situations. I tend not to collect them just because I'm just trying to shoot at everything. Also important with them is some of the things like that turn into warps. Whenever the white center of the bullseye changes into hollow, that's a warp. Some of them go forward and some go backwards. For point pressing, you want to go backwards but not forward. Okay, here comes your first special statue. I mentioned the warp statues. That, right there, was a power-up statue. You notice the ringtone for an extra life. I just got 300,000 extra points and a full weapon upgrade. Assuming I didn't have one. I could have been at absolutely nothing for weapons and it would have powered them all the way up. And you get that from the first few hits of the statue, in case you can't look at the whole thing. But if you keep firing at that statue, it'll give you 300,000 points when it explodes. One other thing you might be interested in knowing, this is not a turbo controller. Holding down the fire buttons is all it takes to fire this fast. It doesn't fire this fast right away when you start a game, but I've noticed that after you collect a few special items, such as those blue happy faces for the 1-ups, then all of a sudden you start being able to do this. I believe you have to collect 2 of them before you notice any real amount of speed. Knowing whether you have this fast of a rapid fire is an important detail in how you approach these bosses. Obviously, if you're looking for ways to improve this run, you should actually kill the bosses instead of letting the timer run out. Had some trouble doing that, I guess. Here we got a good boss battle. He actually fired a bunch of difficult enemies at me. When you're fighting these bosses, you don't have to worry about being attacked from behind. So you're free to move all the way along the left and the right sides of the bottom of the screen. Oh, yes. It's always good to be lucky. Now, as you might have guessed, those statues that release enemy erasers can also be destroyed. 100,000 points there. It's not as much as with the power-up statues, but still. I think you agree that you should take it. One of the dangers of staying on a screen and point pressing is accidentally killing off the last turret. You gotta be very careful which way you shoot your gun in these situations when you only got one turret left. If you have to switch sides of the screen, a good way to get across without shooting the turret is to wait for an enemy to appear that requires multiple hits to kill. Otherwise, it's just better just to hang back and not kill everything. Scratch Area 3.